In today's video, we're covering Rangers are ready to hijack the January window with a double Premier League swoop heating up, a shock move for Hibs star Kieron Bowie gaining pace, and a Norwegian wonder kid lined up after a crushing injury blow. But that's not all. Gassama could be sold already as Rohl eyes a £5 million winger who's tearing defenders to shreds. Transfers, exits, and pure drama. This one's absolutely explosive. Stay locked in. There's a new name bubbling up in the January rumour mill, and this one has the tartan edge. Rangers are circling Hibernian's Kieron Bowie with serious interest starting to gather steam. Danny Rohl is keen to boost his attacking firepower, and it looks like the 23-year-old Scotland international is firmly in the sights. Now listen, Bowie isn't just a flash in the pan. 8 goals already this season, 2 Scotland caps, and he's shown he can cut it. In the Premiership, Rangers have reportedly told his camp to keep them in the loop, especially with English Championship clubs sniffing around. But here's the sticking point. Hibernian are said to want around £6.5 million for the forward. That's a chunky price, but let's not forget, Rangers have missed out on some of the best homegrown talent in recent years. Lewis Ferguson, Josh Doig, Lawrence Shankland all slipped through the net while we looked abroad, and while players like Nicholas Raskin and Mohamed Diamande have dazzled, there's still something about having Scottish steel in the side, players who get what Ibrox means. Bowie is direct, clinical, and not afraid to put himself about. He's not a luxury player, he's a weapon. And if Rangers are serious about re-establishing domestic dominance, we need to stop letting the best Scottish talent land elsewhere. Should Rangers be paying top dollar for Scottish talent like Kieron Bowie, or is that money better spent fishing abroad for bargains? There's no slowing down at Ibrox this January, and Rangers are charging full throttle into the market with a potentially game-changing double swoop straight from the Premier League. Danny Rohl has opened talks to bring Sunderland duo Dan Neil and Romaine Mundle to Glasgow, and if these deals go through, it could be one of the most decisive moves of the window. Let's break this down. Dan Neil, a 24-year-old midfielder who captained Sunderland to promotion last season, was once described by his former coach, Mike Dodds, as unbelievable. The kind of player who reads the game like a manager on the pitch. Dodds called him his voice, and that's exactly the sort of leadership, tactical brain, and consistency Rangers need in the title run-in. The best part? Neil's out of contract in the summer, meaning Rangers could swoop in and land him without spending a fortune. Smart business? Absolutely. And then there's Romaine Mundle, a tricky, explosive winger with Premier League pedigree, described as brilliant by Neil himself. The 26-year-old may have missed the first few months of the season due to injury, but make no mistake, when fit, he's a nightmare for defenders. Both players are reportedly available on loan, and both want one thing: regular football. You tell me, where else offers the pressure, the spotlight, and the glory of Ibrox? Because it's not Wearside, and it's certainly not Belgium or France. But here's the twist. Rangers aren't the only ones in the race. Club Brugge and Strasbourg are circling Mundle, while Dan Neil's situation has caught the attention of none other than Everton. Yes, those Everton, the same lot that offloaded Youssef Chermiti to us for £8 million and haven't exactly been our favourite trading partners since. Now, they want Neil, a player Rohl has admired since his days in the Championship. Not on our watch. Rohl isn't here for short-term fixes or sentimental reunions. He's assembling a squad that can finish the job this season. Hearts may be sitting top for now, but with Celtic in complete freefall and January wide open, this is the moment to strike, and this isn't just paper talk. Reports from the Scottish Sun and Sky Sports confirm that the Rangers hierarchy have already made contact with Sunderland, and conversations are advancing. The deals are there for the taking. Now it's about acting fast and showing both players that Ibrox isn't just an option, it's the best footballing decision they'll ever make. Neil offers intelligence, calm under pressure, and a winning mentality. Mundle brings speed, unpredictability, and real flair on the wings. Exactly what's been lacking in recent weeks. And with Tochi Chukwani and Tua Romans also set to arrive, the rebuild under Rohl is shifting gears. Let's face it, this could be the window that defines our season. It's not about volume, it's about quality. Leaders, winners, characters that can handle the weight of the shirt, and both of these lads fit the mold. So the question you've got to ask is this: should Rangers roll the dice and build a title-winning midfield around two Premier League cast-offs desperate to prove a point? Or should we be aiming higher and putting our money into proven European quality? Reports down south suggest Club Brugge and Villarreal are circling like sharks, eyeing up a January move for JD Gasama. The French winger, who arrived for just over £2 million from Sheffield Wednesday last summer, is drawing admiring glances despite an up-and-down start in Glasgow. Now, here's the thing: Gassama has shown flashes, but let's be real, 1 goal and 2 assists in over 20 appearances isn't exactly tearing it up. In fact, he's not scored since early November. For a club chasing trophies, you can't carry passengers. That's why talk of a £5 million rated replacement has got folk talking. Enter Sani Suleiman from Trentin. The Nigerian winger is wanted by the likes of Sevilla, Frankfurt, and even Spurs, but Rangers have been watching closely. He's been dominating defenders in Slovakia, 3 goals, 2 assists, and more key passes per game than Gassama, all while playing fewer matches. He's younger, sharper, and more aggressive in duels and tackles. Rangers could turn a tidy profit on Gassama and replace him with a winger who's hungrier, more explosive, and possibly a better fit for Danny Rohl's high-octane system. It's a bold move. Sell a player not even a year after signing him and throw your weight behind a talent from a smaller league. But sometimes you've got to be ruthless to rise. Should Rangers cash in on Gassama now and go all in on Suleiman, or is it too soon to give up on the Frenchman's potential? Rangers have been dealt a cruel blow in midfield. Connor Barron is out, likely for up to 3 months after picking up an injury that's left Danny Rohl rethinking his January plans. The young Scot had been a revelation next to Nicholas Raskin, bringing bite, energy, and drive to the heart of the park. And with Dujon Sterling also sidelined, reinforcements aren't just a luxury, and they're a necessity. Now, Tochi Chukwani looks set to arrive from Sturm Graz, but that might only be the beginning. The name gathering serious momentum. Jens Hjerto-Dahl, the Norwegian under-21 international, has lit things up at Tromsø, clocking in 5 goals, 4 assists, and a string of solid all-round performances. He's got over 35 matches under his belt this year with standout stats, nearly 2 tackles per game, over 1 key pass, and an impressive duel win rate. He's also won 3 penalties this season. You don't get that kind of penalty box presence from a sideways passer. Rohl himself has hinted that with Barron down, the transfer door has been kicked back open. Hjerto-Dahl, recently nominated for the Elite Syrian's Best Young Player Award, could be more than just cover. He might be the long-term heir to Raskin. There's Premier League interest too, but Rangers are right in the mix. And it's a bold shout, moving from Norway straight into the fire of a title race at Ibrox isn't for the faint-hearted. But if you've got the mentality, if you've got the edge, this club will make you a star. Should Rangers gamble on Hjerto-Dahl now, or wait and risk losing him to an English club with deeper pockets but half the ambition? Like the video, drop a comment, and subscribe for daily Rangers news. Don't miss a thing.